Why this program eliminates adrenal disorders. Adrenal disorders include many things like adrenal exhaustion, adrenal fatigue, Addison's, cortisol levels that are too low, too high, adrenaline levels that are too high. All of these issues and disorders are healed by healing your bowel and body with this program. And this is done in a way that's very unique and different from crutches that are being used to treat these problems, like drugs, diet, acupuncture, chiropractic, exercise, and supplements. When you heal your body with this system or this program, the result of doing that is an elimination of acidity or toxicity from your body. When you have imbalanced cortisol levels or adrenaline levels, those are occurring when your blood is overly acidic. When your blood is not overly acidic, those imbalances do not occur. So in response to that acidity, your adrenal glands can secrete excess, again, adrenaline, cortisol, whatever. The result of that can be numerous symptoms. Some of the most common are disorientation, fatigue, sugar cravings, weight gain, but it encompasses many other symptoms and problems as well. When, again, you heal your body with this program, you eliminate the acids that mess up with those blood levels of adrenal components. You also, when you heal your body with this program, you eliminate acidity from all of your organs. And what that does is it helps make them healthy and strong. By getting the acids out, you increase the oxygen and nutrients that those organs need to be healthy organs. So like all of your organs which heal in this program, your adrenal glands become stronger too. As I like to say, what that results in is that one day, even if there's rain hitting the roof, the living room doesn't get wet. If there's no holes over the roof of the living room, even if it rains, the living room stays dry. So that as your adrenal glands become stronger here, even if there's acidity, excess acidity in your body, your adrenal glands don't respond to it and they're not harmed by it. Go back to chapter 3 of my book, Unique Healing, for an explanation of the levels of your body and how they respond to uneliminated acids. Your adrenal glands are in the, what I call, middle of the pipe. So it takes some time before they become damaged. They are sometimes take a little while to fix as well, but certainly they're not the last system in your body to heal either when you do this program. The crutches that work best for adrenal glandular disorders are body bentonite, because it eliminates the acids from your bowel and therefore it stops them from going back up in your blood, causing imbalances in your adrenal secretions and causing imbalances in your cortisol and adrenaline levels. Calcium citrate is an alkalinizing mineral, and while it doesn't eliminate the acids, by buffering it, it stops their presence from being stressful to your body and therefore stops the reaction of your adrenal glands to them. So think of the adrenaline and cortisol levels being off as just a reaction, a protective action from your body against the dangerous acids in your blood. If we eliminate the acids with bentonite or we neutralize them, both of those reduce the stress to those adrenal glands. They both don't heal the adrenal glands. The healing occurs over time with body bentonite. So it doesn't happen immediately. You can immediately improve your blood, cortisol, adrenaline levels, but it takes time to heal an organ. Eventually, though, that does happen. We don't heal organs with calcium citrate and other crutches, but you will end up healing those adrenal glands with that body bentonite if taken for a long enough period of time. There are numerous misunderstandings about adrenal disorders, and I'm going to just touch on a few of them. And probably one of the biggest ones is that there are many practitioners that sell adrenal supplements with the notion that these adrenal glandulars and adrenal support supplements and herbs are strengthening your adrenal glands and healing them. And that is emphatically not true. You can take a supplement like calcium and buffer the acids that cause the symptoms associated with that. But you haven't actually healed an organ when you do that. So as I always say, you can spray your trash with perfume, but that isn't the same as saying that we've actually gotten the trash out of the body that's causing the mess in the first place. So if you take an adrenal glandular and you feel a little bit better, that's great. but that is not to be confused with that supplement having healed your adrenal glands. Of course, one quick, easy way of determining if you've actually healed an organ versus just treated it with a crutch, like all the adrenal glandular crutches, is when you stop that crutch and eat whatever you want. None of your adrenal symptoms should come back, nor should any of your blood tests show any imbalances. So adrenal glandular supplements are crutches. Crutches do not heal. The other thing is that whether those levels are too high or too low, healing your body with this program corrects that. So whether your cortisol levels are too high or too low, those are both caused by excess acids. Typically, the greater amount of acidity flips us from a balanced level to a too high level. If there's too much acidity, but not as much in that first case, then it goes too low. I know that's confusing and complicated, but just as low blood sugar and high blood sugar, or low blood pressure and high blood pressure, and constipation and diarrhea, and other variables that seem very opposite from each other are really coming from the same cause, that also applies to these levels here too. So if these levels are too high or too low, the bentonite and the calcium citrate will help to balance them out. The other thing I want to say is that adrenal problems are not necessarily caused by stress, nor are they inevitable. And before I say that, let me say that 25 years ago when I was sick, I had chiropractors diagnose me with adrenal gland stress. And at the time I thought it was my unique diagnosis. In the last 25 years, I've heard of thousands, and there's probably been millions of people who've been diagnosed with that. It is true that many of you have damaged your adrenal glands by so many years of uneliminated acids, but to call every symptom an adrenal glandular symptom is not accurate or true. Likewise, just because you take an adrenal glandular supplement and feel better doesn't mean that your adrenal glands were unhealthy. I'm not quite sure how to explain that other than to say, remember, adrenal glandular supplements are just buffering acids in the blood. You might have excess acids irritating your kidneys and really have kidney problems. You could take an adrenal glandular supplement and buffer the acids that irritate your kidneys and feel better, but it's not because you had an adrenal glandular problem. In other words, adrenal glandulars are like perfume for your trash, and it doesn't matter what the source of the trash is or where it is. It can help symptoms due to many things. Unfortunately, if you take an adrenal glandular and feel better, it's automatically assumed that your adrenal glands were weak and unhealthy, and that is just not true. Just because you feel better doesn't mean with something labeled an adrenal glandular, doesn't mean it was specific for that. So if I spray perfume on trash, it doesn't matter the source of the trash, where it came from, it's all going to smell good. The perfume, like this, supplements are not specific. It's not like if I buy perfume at the drugstore, it only works on my dirty, stinking, whatever, rotting meat trash, and it won't work on my trash that's created by maybe my dirty, rotting, stinking old eggs or something like that. It doesn't matter the source of it, it's all going to smell better. But back to this. Too many practitioners blame adrenal glandular problems on stress. Stress is acidic. You know what? So is alcohol, so is chicken, so is fish, so is turkey, so is sugar, so is salt, so are chemicals, so are pesticides. All of these acids damage your adrenal glands. So you could have no stress in your life and just have an exposure to lots of acidity, have an unhealthy bowel, not be eliminating those acids, and have adrenal glandular problems. But to say it's caused by stress is not accurate. Likewise, when your adrenal glandular system is strong, which it will be when you do this program, you can have stress and not react to it. So it's not inevitable. Just because you're stressed, don't automatically assume that means your adrenal glands are going to get weak. That's not true. Just because it rains doesn't mean your house is going to get wet. If there are no holes over the roof, it will not get wet when it rains. So if you're stressed and your blood's more acidic and you're eliminating acids very efficiently and effectively, then it's not going to hurt any of your organs or your body. If you would like more information on this, look for Unique Healing 2, available in 2012. I have a section on this. Also refer to Unique Healing, which gives you the general idea of how to heal your bowel and body with this program. And as always, you can find more support, information, and help on my website at www.uniquehealing.com, and I hope that helps.